We are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends.
Cat dog?
Cat. Okay. We are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. And how the heck did these two take a poop? Speaking of hoops. Anyway, it rhymes. So I have no idea. Don't ask. Don't look. Hey, everybody. Jim Cummings here. Welcome to my podcast, Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. We have a great guest for you today. But before we get to that, make sure you like and subscribe. Our podcast has partnered with the largest Comic-Con in North America, Fan Expo, the Juggernaut. We're touring all over North America live, so get your tickets and come be a part of the live audience. It'll be fun. Go to fanexpohq.com for the tickets. We'll see you in a city near you, or a little bit away, but you can drive. And with all that said and done, sit back and enjoy today's episode. And as always, thanks for tuning in to Toon'd In with Jim Cummings.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. I am producer Chris, joined as always by the legend himself, Mr. Jim Cummings. How are you doing today, sir?
It's another day in paradise, especially on account of because...
We have Irene Bedard joining us today. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you.
Jim, it's such an honor.
It is so nice to see you, and because oftentimes I'll see you and there's a line of people in front of you and I can't barely see you because you're signing autographs and having too much fun, and thanks for being here. Thank you very much for being here.
I may be little, but you can't stop me.
That's right.
Do you want to just tell the audience a little bit about yourself? Of course, you're the voice of Pocahontas, but do you want to elaborate a little bit for anybody who may not know?
Sure. I'm Irene. She was the goddess of peace. Pocahontas, we talk about the Pocahontas of peace as well. And my Inupiaq name is Gudairuk, which means one who dropped. So when I was growing up, I didn't know. I thought that I was going to be clumsy or something, but really it was one who fell from the sky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah. And then my Cree name is Iron Woman. So I'm a Inupiaq and Yupik and Métis Cree, and I'm very proud to say that I am indigenous to this nation, but I'm part of the human nation, and I am an actor that has had the honor and to be able to tell hundreds of stories of indigenous women. So,
that's great. Oh, wow. Yeah. I feel like clapping.
I know, that was very profound.
That was wonderful.
I wish my name meant something that important.
Yeah. My middle name is Joe. Jim, Joe. I mean, okay, let's put everybody to sleep.
Irene Bedard was my given name growing up, but we're given our names in the Inupiaq way before we're born, and it's a form of reincarnation in a way that we're given our names from our grandparents, and our grandparents are the one who usually get it from their grandparents, and so when you're given that name, it's like you're given the air, the breath, the heartbeat, and the responsibilities of the person who carried that name before you. And so to me, it's just a beautiful way to understand how interconnected we all are, and that we're all also part of this deep time, that we're the love of 1,000 ancestors. And so when I get the chance to play different characters that come from our history, in a way, I feel like I'm given the opportunity to bring their spirit back to life.
Wow, that's beautiful. Well, I'm named after my grandpa. He was James Joseph too. I mean, the most common names in the world, but you win. I mean, gosh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful tradition. It's great to be a part of that, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You know, something that you bring with you throughout your life.
And I think that's, in a lot of ways, what like this prevailing society is searching for, missing, wanting that connection to deep time, that connection to our elders, and our connection to the earth and all the creatures that live upon it. That's what I mean, we're all indigenous. We all had drums, songs, stories, relationships to the earth, relationships to our elders and the coming generations, and songs and stories that related to where we came from and who we are as a community of people. That's what a culture and a tribe is, and we all came from that. It's just that the prevailing society has paved over it.
Paved over it. Boy, that's well said. Gosh, that's very poetic. I mean, goodness.
Well, I'm an actor. I'm a storyteller, though. That's it.
Well,
I was just about to say, storytelling seems to be very, very important to you.
Yes, it is. I think that's, I made a mission and vision statement for myself at my halfway to 100 party. And and that was to heal through the power and art of storytelling.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Good for you. And here you are continuing. Well, thank you. Got any more? I feel like, can I call you at night when I'm having trouble sleeping? Irene, would you read me one of those? That's beautiful.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to chime in and say I find it interesting, of the almost 100 people that we've talked to on this podcast so far, everybody from, actors to voice actors to artists to historians. It's really interesting. The one through line that seems to connect most, not all people in this industry, is storytelling.
Yeah.
And me as I'm an actor as well. I'm a performer as well. That's always been the one thing that's drawn me to, performing is storytelling. I mean, I used to be the annoying little kid in the car, and my dad would be like, "Stop making up stories."
Or also like, what happens next? Yeah. Now what happens?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something that's kind of overshadowed in today's society is storytelling. I mean, it's one of the things that makes us, unique from other animals. We've been telling stories since we were cavemen, drawing paintings on walls. And that's how we've passed along knowledge through so many generations. And I feel like it's, I don't know, kind of
slightly a lost art.
It's not viewed as so valuable in this society. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, everything's hurry up. Let's get it over with. Come on. Hey, come on, let's go. You got to slow down and let that wash over you, I think, right?
Yeah, and I think our attention span is definitely shorter. It's get that 30-second video and scroll on to the next, right? But I think ultimately we are in a way made of story. It's, it's like, here's the story of the Declaration of the Independence and the Constitution of the United States of America. We write words down to relate to each other, or we speak words and we tell stories. We just now, instead of a flickering fire, we do it around a television or in front of a big screen. And so, we have been translated as the storytellers. It's why, you spark so much joy. Jim, you spark a lot of joy.
Bless you.
I see it when we, beautiful. Just so much love goes your direction, and it's so beautiful.
One tries, and that's also it lends to our own. It speaks to our immortal soul, doesn't it?
It does,
because
it really does.
It's a continuation,
and it goes through too. You saved me when Pocahontas came out. They sent me on a big tour around America to sign autographs, tell stories and sign autographs.
Yes.
And people would wait in line forever with, and so often they'd finally get to the front of the line, and either the kid was sometimes the kid would be upset because they've been waiting for so long, they didn't know what they were waiting. Or they got scared when they finally got to the front of the line, something like that. But I had a stuffed Winnie the Pooh, and Winnie would just come out and just change the whole scenario.
Great.
The tears would go away, and laughter would come, and love would come, and that's Winnie.
Oh, that's a lovely story. Thank you so much. She's the sweetest, honey. That's beautiful. What a nice thing to say. What a great thank you. Now I can go back to being a dipstick, and it'll even out. Oh, that's great. Thank you for that. Well, you do a lot of conventions too, don't you? Or do you? Speaking of.
Yeah, when we it was COVID, and then I was filming American Primeval and realized, we were on strike already. We're on the writer's strike, and then we were going on strike. And so I saw the writing on the wall and decided, I'm keeping my boat afloat by doing this, and it is so fun. I mean, I enjoy it so much. It really, when I first started out, I was a theater major, and I had. My big dream was to study with Jerzy Grotowski in Poland, I moved from Philly to New York to with the American Indian Community House members, and we started a Native American theater ensemble, and I was going to write plays and do plays, and it just wasn't even in my wheelhouse of thought that I would be doing film and television, and so to me, this transition to being a voice, has been a strange and difficult one because I'm just a girl from Alaska, and the idea of having to, at that time, to speak on behalf of all Native Americans was difficult, So
Well, that's quite a responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, one of my favorite lines from that one movie is, "It's a great day to be Indigenous." So I hope this is a great day to be Indigenous for you.
From Smoke Signals.
Right.
Yeah. Yesterday we had the birthright citizenship in front of the Supreme Court, and they argued about whether Indigenous people have birthright citizenship. And of all people, I just thought that wouldn't even be an argument.
That should be an easy one.
Yeah, but
That sounds like something out of South Park. How insane is that?
Yeah,
but I think
that's
we're kind
true.
of living in South Park a little bit, aren't we?
We
might be right.
It's actually funny if you watch the history of the evolution, I should say, of South Park. And it actually has become more grounded in reality since its inception. I mean, there used to be like aliens in every episode and everything. And now it's like mostly focused on politics, but it's still this wild freak show. It's pretty crazy. But we have to address the elephant in the room, which is somehow Disney has not recognized either of you as Disney legends. Oh, what is going on with that?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. See, I would have thought you were.
I'm
And I
not.
mean, because
what is that?
Isn't that kind of like the law? If you're a princess or a star, I mean, let's see, what was the name of the movie again?
If you're Pooh and Tigger.
Or that, yeah. Well, thank you for noticing.
Is it like the Academy Awards? Like, do you have to do like some what's the word I'm looking for? Donations?
Yeah, who knows? It's academic, all right. Tough. Or Disney legend, Disney. I mean, I don't know what to say. Obviously, people come up to me all the time, and I'm sure you get introduced this way too. Here she is, a Disney legend, ladies and gentlemen. But people don't get that that's an actual title.
It is a title.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a I know why they would say it, and
for
to
you
myself as well.
Yes.
But I end up correcting them, and I go, well, actually, thank you, first of all, but second of all, no, I'm not. And then everybody's weird, and but what are you gonna do? You can't fight City Hall.
Right. Well, I do know that a lot of people ask me too about whether they're going to do the live action, and I don't know. I'm not part of that conversation. But I think it would be very interesting for them to do that. I think they should do it all the way up until she sees the ship. That might work for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really do. I think I understand some of the reasoning for Pocahontas, their reasoning, but I don't. But
Don't necessarily subscribe to it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I know that it's through every measure of the word that we were, as a group of people, as artists, working on everything to make this the most beautiful picture. And And it did incredibly well, and it still does incredibly well, you know? And I think that though it has the issues of the time, right? And that also, you know, being the biggest one is the historical inaccuracies. And it's dealing with the ideas of prejudice and racism. But, you know, and how we can build bridges to one another. And I think that's really why it continues and sticks to that belief system that I was telling you about. I mean, she has a relationship to her elders, her father, her grandmother Willow, and nature, you know, the creatures around her. She understands that we're all part of this medicine wheel here. So this is the 4 directions and the 4 seasons and the 4 peoples of the planet. And it's the 4 ages, and it just means we're all connected. We're all part of the same, and we can now prove that through physics. You know, the butterfly effect.
That's right, isn't it?
The fact, or even just the fact that, and this is a horrifying example of it, but it really goes to the point of that when we dropped the Nagasaki and Hiroshima bombs. Every single living creature, every blade of grass now has cesium-138 in us. So that is how interconnected we are. One thing happens on the planet, and for now millennia, we all have cesium-138 in us. Yes.
I'm curious. I just want to go back to that. What are the 4 peoples of the earth? I've never heard that before.
Well, you know, I think this is a much later interpretation of it, but, you know, it's the white, yellow, red, black, you know, that it's the 4, that is, but these colors also represent the times of the times of life, you know, so from birth to young youthhood to then adulthood to then our later age, and then as we go back and return.
Wow.
So, yeah, and it just...
I love symbolic things like that.
Right.
That's beautiful.
So when I sign my autograph, I always sign it with the medicine wheel. And just
is that what that is?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you sign a lot of autographs, that's for sure. That's a beautiful thing. Wow. I'm learning something new all the time here.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I think that's the point of this. This life is a gift given to us to learn, you know? And so every single day, I think of it as, you know, what am I going to learn today? You know, what else is there new? When I take on a new role, it's such an opportunity for me to learn a whole new set of things, you know, whether it's a language. You know, when I was at the University of the Arts, we had 4 years of speech, and that included dialects, you know, from all around the world that we had to learn. And I just was going through, especially like Scottish, Irish, Cockney, you know, all these, you know, no one is ever going to ask me to do these you know. But it has been so...
Well, I don't know. I would like to hear some Cockney.
It has been so... I got to do it with when our son was little, reading Harry Potter.
Oh,
it was like, yay! I get to do all these voices.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
Then, you know, I did a production of Our Town where I sort of channeled Katharine Hepburn and Audrey Hepburn, and it was an Alaska Native version of it, but we started in Alaska, and then it would go to...
Did you say Alaska Native?
Alaska Native, yeah.
It was, I thought you said Alaska Native, caffeinated.
Alaska Native, yeah.
Okay.
We were Alaska Native for
Little dose
sure.
of Alaska in there for you.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, so I got to do, you know, I got to park the car in Harvard Yard for that one.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I can hear Katharine Hepburn for sure in there.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
But, you know, I mean, for the most of what I do, even voiceover wise, whether it's, you know, Scooby-Doo to whatever, they are looking for me to produce the indigenous tones, you know, so...
Does that ever get frustrating? Do you feel boxed in, or is that...
I mean, you know, sometimes I have such a great imagination, though, that when I do get the chance, I was asked to do a murderous grandmother. And I think that they thought I was going to be like, where's my gun? Like that. And I had worked on a film, and the first AD had this little tiny voice. And she talked like this. And at first you're like, how is she going to do this? And then after a while, it became very, very scary because you thought she was going to break.
Yes.
And so I did that.
She's simmering.
You're right. And the director would just thought it was great because.
Well, that's pretty scary.
Right.
I mean,
because it's much, where's my gun?
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. What was that movie? There was one of those. Oh, tonight you belong to me. You know, and it was just the scariest song because it was in a movie about I can't think. Yeah. And it was set against this young girl who turned out to be a hatchet murderer, and it was the scariest damn song in the world because of what it was depicting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, context is everything, isn't it?
Yeah. But, all of that speech has, of course, helped me in doing ADR when I have to go and reproduce what I've done on film. Doing any kind of animation and work. That's been a lot of, because, how close is she? How far is she? You having to work on the microphone and all of that. But one of the things that having all that speech definitely helped with was I speak languages I don't speak. People say, I've been asked by a director, okay, let's hear some Native American. And I'm like, well, that's kind of like me asking you, can we hear some European?
Yeah, it is.
German?
Yeah.
Italian? Which one?
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
I've spoken Lakota several times, Dene, Shoshone, Mi'kmaq. I mean, just languages that I have to learn by ear, by rote, it really was helpful to go through all of those voice. Did you go to voice acting school?
Kinda. Well, I took a course once. A long time ago.
Yeah.
But I was in speech as a kid. I was really annoying as
Speech
a child.
and debate.
Yeah. Just. Yeah. But I did that, and I just had an ear for it, I guess. But I took a workshop. I took Andrea Romano's workshop, and I think Jenny McSwain was in there a few times, and that was it. Then I just, I as far as any education, I just used to do impressions of my aunts and uncles, and I've said it before. Leatherhead from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is. I was a deckhand on a riverboat in New Orleans for a long time, and he was the first Léonce Leblanc. He was from down there in Napoleonville, Louisiana, and he was Leatherhead, the villain on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that was like my education, just imitating people and being annoying. Right.
And that's something too. Like I can only do impressions of people that I know. Like I have this friend who talks like this, but and then it happened. I was saying or doing a quote, and apparently I could do Trump. And then I was like, okay, enough. I never did it again.
Oh, I was going to ask you to hear that. Well, we've had a few people do a really good Trump impression.
Yes.
Frank Caliendo. Frank Caliendo does a hilarious one. Who was that? Jim Meskimen. Jim Meskimen does, you can't give us a little one.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. You got to give us a little Trump.
Oh, I'd have to find a quote and then I could do it. But then you have to hear what he was saying.
Okay. Call us up right now and quick, get on the phone. There's a strange man in the corner signaling something. I don't know what he's saying, but
do you ever use those impressions of your friends and family in your work?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, well, just like I had mentioned how
The AD.
I took the AD and turned it into a murderous grandmother. I think we do a lot of that. Don't
Oh,
you?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, I'm kind of hearing this person that I know in this set of words, and then, and you just kind of place it there,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then, acting is reacting.
Yeah.
And, if you hear
Listening.
something, you react to it, you'd go back and forth. Did you always know you would end up here doing this?
No, I was very shy, very studious.
Really?
I studied physics and philosophy first.
Wow.
And then, but my whole entire family, a lot of indigenous peoples of America, we have the highest per capita that joined the military. So my whole entire family is
Really?
military.
I didn't know
My
that.
grandfather on my father's
I'm
side
learning so much.
served World
Wow.
War I. My grandfather on my dad's side was one of the Alaska natives that they plucked from the village when the Japanese invaded us in World War II. They sent more troops than the beaches of Normandy there. And then my father was Korea and Vietnam, and my brothers were Iraq. My sister, Master Sergeant in the Air Force. But I realized that I was.
Thank you all out there for their service. God bless.
Again, my name means peace. She's the goddess of peace. So I realized that the majority of jobs that at that time in the 80s, I was a female, for one.
Yes, I see where you're going with that.
And then for two, the majority of those jobs were going to be in defense contracting. And that's not really why I was putting physics and philosophy together. I was really searching for that interconnectedness, that which, now we've learned all of these new things. And so I still keep up on the physics. But no, I was the oldest child and the oldest grandchild. And in order to keep everyone together, I started writing plays when I was 10 years old. And just like, so I knew where everybody was. Like, your entrance is from
No
here.
kidding.
Here's your line. I just kept everybody in order. And then always did it in junior high and high school. I was in the Anchorage Civic Opera and my high school swing choir. We went to Europe and traveled everywhere.
So you're a singer.
Yeah, I do sing. It was something. It's something that I love doing, but at this point, I'm focusing on doing the producing and the storytelling in that way. So,
Wow. Well, that's great. So you're on both sides of the camera and both sides of the microphone?
Yeah, and that's why, I started the production company, was being able to herald a story from the seed and to and the thought to then putting it out into the world and letting it go. And I really enjoy putting people together that that I worked on hundreds of projects, and so I have so many different people that I've worked with that I can't wait for this person to work with this person, and to put everyone together is something that I really
your love
enjoy.
of storytelling just carries you through so much of this.
Yeah.
Sounds like that's a beautiful tradition.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I learned something interesting about you in my research, that you were in a music video for Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oh, yes.
What were they like? Are you allowed to say?
Yes.
Interestingly enough, I actually didn't film with them.
Oh, no?
I filmed in the same day that they were filming in that same church. But I didn't, my scenes weren't with them. I play, Ava DuVernay, I guess, had become a fan, and then, but especially of what I was finally, saying on Twitter, or social media, and it's decided that she wanted me to be the president of the United States 444 years from now. Mm-hmm. And I was actually out at the anniversary of a celebration or ceremony for Standing Rock, for the events that happened out at Standing Rock years ago.
Sorry for the ignorant like me. What is that?
So in 2016, the Lakota people, the Standing Rock Sioux people, stopped a pipeline from going through.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember that.
Yeah. And they sent in troops, and it was a many days standoff. Anyway, so I was there, and out of the blue, I get this call saying, "Hey, can you get to New York by Monday?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay," for Ava DuVernay, and I didn't know what it was. And when I showed up,
You knew who she was, though.
I knew who Ava was. I
Yeah.
didn't know what it was for. It was the Untitled Ava DuVernay Project. And when I got there, that's when I learned that it was Jay-Z and Beyonce. And yeah,
Wow.
That's cool.
it's-
But you didn't get to meet them.
No, did not get to meet them.
Well, they didn't get to meet you. Let's let's get some perspective here.
Darn,
right?
I wanted some dirt. Wanted some dirt on the Illuminati.
Well, you can make something up.
I'm joking. Don't sue me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, you've had quite a interesting career of it, aren't you? What? Amazing.
You know, if you ever hear me say I'm bored, then I have gone insane.
Yeah.
It hasn't been
that's good.
boring, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you have like a dream role or character or story you want to tell?
Well, there are several that I have in the bucket for the production company that are in line for telling these stories. One that I am still continuing to herald and potentially working with a French production company is the story of Molly Spotted Elk, who was the first Native American indigenous silent movie star. And she was
Whoa.
a dancer on vaudeville, and realized when she was there that she wasn't going to be able to perform her traditional dances and be an artist as an indigenous woman, and had spent a lot of time with jazz musicians and artists in New York, and they all said, go to Paris. And so she went to Paris and became a muse for sculptors and married a French journalist, Archambault was his name. And then the Germans invaded, and she had to escape over the Pyrenees Mountains with her child. And
Well, that was
so just this
quite a
epic
trek.
story,
No kidding.
right? And she became the holder of the Penobscot people's like culture and knowledge and dance and tradition, and it's just a beautiful story and kind of an epic story. So that's one that I've been holding on to that I'm really looking forward to getting made one day.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Jeez. You know, I cannot think of his name, but another Native American actor, he played Tonto in The Lone Ranger. Who?
Oh, Jay Silverheels.
No, the movie. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And I cannot think of his name, but oh God, somebody here call up right now and tell us. But he made this movie. It was The Lone Ranger, I think Clinton Spilsbury or whatever. It was the last one, like maybe 20 years ago. And he told the story that, the director said, Lone Ranger's been hurt. He's really bad. And perhaps you can, if you know some healing songs or, this or that hit from his Native American heritage. And he goes, well, I'm not going to sing these. I'm not going to, it would be sacrilege to do it with this goofy guy here. He's some guy with a mask, and I'm faithful Indian companion. If you call me that, I'll kill you. And he said, but I'll tell you what, I'll sing some stuff for you. And there were other Native American guys on the set, and he started singing these songs, and they bust up laughing. And he goes, what the hell? What? The director stopped. Cut. What's the matter? And he goes, do you know what he just said? And he said, no. He goes, please don't let this honky die before he signs my paycheck. So I thought, not bad.
That's really good.
Yeah. Fun facts to know and tell. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
I was thinking about this on the drive in this morning. A question for both of you. Who is one person that you've worked with that really inspired you or you learned a lot from?
Boy.
I mean, in a way, that's like for me the question of like, what's your favorite project movie you've ever done? And it's like that's like asking what my favorite child is, because every single one I go in with so much like, what can I learn from this? So
Yeah, my favorite's the next one. Honestly, I mean, because I kind of knew that I would always do this and hoped, but that's all you can do is hope and then try and then act on that hope and then knock on lots of wood and say your prayers and do your research. And so, yeah, my favorite's the next one.
Yeah.
Well, and then I have a whole, like, for me, beginning in the 90s, I had such a small group of people who had been through, I guess, the till that I was going through, right? So Buffy St. Marie and Tantu Cardinal and, others that could sort of give me that some mentorship in a way with with everything, and I think we went through such a tremendous time. Jane Fonda really pushing a lot of that. That was Lakota Woman, Siege at Wounded Knee, which I was nominated for the Golden Globe for. She heralded a slew of Native films that were brought onto TNT, and then of course we have, as we've moved forward, we've come through spaces in time where now we have Reservation Dogs, we have other stories where we finally have gotten into seeing some of the comedy. There's one called North of North, and it's set in Alaska, in this northern village, and all of the characters are Alaska Native, and it's just I just love seeing where we've gone to from this sort of where I come from. Sort of the manifest destiny characters to now where we can have these full 3-dimensional characters that are flawed and funny, So,
yes. Yeah, it doesn't have to be so serious.
Yeah.
We can lighten up now. We've made it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, from all that pain, comes a lot of beauty, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
I mean, it just seems to be that way.
Yeah.
I know the Irish first came over here and they were used to build dams and railroads and everything, and I'm glad some of my relatives made it through all that, and they were used as kind of like.
The Irish were considered the low of the low.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. They were. Damn it.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I know.
When I first
and we're all so cute too. I don't understand that.
When I first came from Alaska to Philadelphia, and I was like, okay, well, there aren't any indigenous people here.
Probably
This is
very
one of the
few.
oldest cities in America, right? But I found, Seamus and Fergie, and they had their Gaelic words and their funny jokes and and I was like, that's when it first hit me that, wait a minute, we all come from tribes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, they were very expendable because you could always get a free Irishman. They were getting off the boat. Here, come on over, Sean. Here, dig this hole. And if something happens to him and he gets washed away, Seamus, you're up. Come on. So yeah, I think we've all taken a turn at the in the pits. Just seems to be the way, right?
Yeah. No, I think that's life. I think, how are we to learn anything unless we fail a bunch of times? And then life is not fair.
Apparently.
Life is difficult.
You might be onto something there. I'm going to write that down. Boy, you're not kidding. You are not kidding.
Yeah.
Did you ever have the worst experience in the business? I mean, because everybody's got their greatest hits and here and there, and once every now and then something will happen and you go, oh man, what the hell?
Well, I think in a way, my very first film was a trial by fire.
Oh.
And the producer on that we were way over schedule, and I think he apparently used every every bomb you could think of to get things to go, and so after that, everything just felt like a cakewalk. In comparison, especially doing animation. I mean, and also in animation. I'm out in the woods, in the rain, in the elements, and on the ocean, and I can be a female,
That's good.
general fighting alien bugs in the future.
Oh, that's true.
I can be, I can be an archaeologist and, in for the Anasazi and Scooby Doo. I mean? Like it was a little more imaginative. It is a little bit more imaginative.
Do you have a preference of on camera or voice acting?
I mean, at the end of the day, it is a little bit more comfortable going to a studio and getting through a whole episode of something in a day.
Yeah. That's true.
As opposed to 10 days or 14 days.
There's something to be said for that, I suppose.
Yeah. So that, and I do love, especially in episodic, where you've done episodic, where we actually get together in a room instead of just being alone in a studio.
I like that.
I know, because when you're alone, it is all about your imagination, with the help, of course, the directors and the script. But when we're all in a studio together, we just start riffing off each other, and it just becomes so much more alive.
It's
I think.
so much better. I really, I miss that. And of course, COVID knocked us all apart.
Yeah, that's not happening anymore. I know.
And that still hasn't really bounced back.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm doing on a steady basis, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or Outhouse, whichever one we're on now. a lot of mice out there, but and we're always alone. Everybody flies solo. I mean, you might see somebody coming in as you're leaving, but I don't know. I think COVID scared us all. I'm not. Doesn't bother me. I had it. Didn't even know it. So
yeah, I'm working on a Nickelodeon, something I can't talk about yet.
Right? Oh, see, perfect.
But that was my first experience of doing episodic alone. I was like, "Aw,
yeah, no fair." Yeah. Well, it all comes out in the wash, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to take some smash hit show where they decide, what, we're all going to record in a room together. And then everybody's going to love it. And then Hollywood will be like, oh, maybe we should start doing this again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or somebody has to go up to them and be like, hey, you can save a whole bunch of money if you do this. And they'll be like, okay, let's do that.
Yeah. That'll do it.
I got to direct, Autry Museum does the radio plays of original works. And so I got to direct one of them years ago. But I got to work with the Foley artist and just
that's fun.
Everyone up on stage reading, doing the stage reading, being recorded, and just so much fun. So much fun.
Foley artists. Yeah, they have fun, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen them do it and everything, and they're trucking through sand, and here's the gravel pit, and here's the swamp, which is like a basin, and they're tromping around in mud and everything, and it's so cool. What a cool gig.
I've always found their work so fascinating and imaginative. I just saw this clip on social media the other day, and it was the Foley artist for Dune, the Dune movies.
Oh gosh.
And they made this
busy.
bit, for the sound of the propellers of one of the ships like taking off, it was like a mix of like a dragonfly and a hummingbird, and they literally like designed this instrument where when they waved it through the air, it would like vibrate, but kind of sound like a bug, but also sound mechanical. And I was like, how cool is that? It was like, it was like a device that they, they probably derived it from something like that, but it was like something that they made just so it could produce this unique sound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or like, you know, on like Mortal Kombat, they're like smashing watermelons to make it sound like skull splitting apart. How do you even think of like, oh, what's going to sound like a skull smashing?
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, that's the art of Foley.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Or the Foley show at Universal Studios. That's like one of my favorite shows to go to. They like bring somebody up on stage and they play a clip of a movie and they have like drums and bongos and stuff. And they're like, okay, try and make the sound. And then there's always the, I don't know if that show's still there or not, but at the very end, there's like a scene where somebody throws a pot at somebody and then they have to hit the pan.
Oh.
But during the show, when they bring the audience member up, they never change like the timing of it. So usually it's like way off. And when they play the clip back, it's like so comedic because like the panel hit and then you hear the dong.
Yeah, that's always good to see when it's like, oops, screwed that up. I remember Barnabas College, there was a soap operas used to be, are they live now still? I mean, I don't think so. But there was one back, Dark Shadows, that's what it was. And it was a live show. I have no idea why. And they were trying to shoot, there was a vampire getting ready to shot, and he went like this, and he shot the bullet, and the smoke came out, and then bang! In like 5 seconds. And the guy's going, yeah, okay. Yeah, take that.
The show must go on.
You know, keep on going. Well, that's one good thing about voiceover. You can just fix it.
Yep. Have you ever thought about this? I did this book on tape, and it was 4 days, I think, 8-hour days of reading. Yeah. And it was set in the near dystopian future with like an African-American soldier and this group that was like kind of fairy folk that, had built a tribe. I mean, just all these different characters. And I think after day 2, day 3, maybe, I was driving back and I had an existential crisis. I couldn't find my own voice. I was like, and then I was like, but why? What is this my voice? Why? Why is this my voice? Have you ever had why did I choose this to be my voice when I can do all these other voices? Why did I settle on this one?
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow. Jeez. Oh, great. Thanks.
Well, I know. But it probably has to do with, where you your resting voice, where And so
probably whatever
I
comes
believe
out.
this is my voice.
You sound a lot like you.
Thank you.
You really do. It's very beautiful. It's a wonderful thing.
Well, Jim, you've talked about before how it's kind of weird for you to like do your own voice in a character. Yeah. Because your range is so massive, and like playing a cartoon, you almost want to be animated.
Yeah. Well, I remember, I can't even think, it might have been a Bonkers episode, but I was a doorman They were doing something. I don't know what they were doing, but they were going in and out of a hotel. And they said, oh, Jim, be the doorman. And I go, oh, okay. Well, is he from New York? He goes, no, just use your own voice. And I went, what's that supposed to mean? What kind of crap is that? What do you mean use my own voice? Wait, you like this one? Oh, no. We don't want that one.
So
I don't know.
So for years, I went on tour with my husband. We did music together, and that to me. So when you're doing theater, there's the third wall. I mean, in our town, I broke the third wall all the time, but I was used to it by that point. But I'd never with performing like that. You have to, eye contact, connecting with the audience, and again going back to that, I'm shy, thing. Like it was such a huge hurdle to get over because, it's like, oh no, I mean, I'm just me. I'm just Irene. I'm the one over here who does all these other people and gets to, be brave and do all those things and has the right words to say because there's a script,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's good to have something to hide behind.
You're right. But it is an interesting quality to realize that what makes us imaginative also probably or in a lot of our come from a lot of what we had to grow up with, being shy or whatever it is,
Yeah. Well, who was it? There was that joke about Charlie Brown. He was getting picked on or something, and by a group of kids. I can't remember how it went, but he started a discussion group and got himself out of it. It was like he was his exit. He started it, to distract the bullies or something like that. It was a good little cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to have that.
Yeah.
So for Pocahontas, they've modeled Pocahontas' face after yours, correct?
So they recorded all the recordings. Did they record for you? Did they record for when you were doing Father Powhatan?
You mean video?
Video, yeah.
No. I think they did. Maybe perhaps Russell. They did.
Oh yeah.
Hondo Ohnaka, they used your face.
Yeah, Hondo Ohnaka, they did.
Yeah.
Which-
yeah. So they.
My Star Wars guy. I really hope I don't look a lot like him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I know that they recorded the recording sessions, and then Glenn Keenwood talked about that he
Yes.
would use it for
Great
all
Disney animator
folks. He married to his wife, who he fashioned Little Mermaid after too. So
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Wow. Well, I remember when Pocahontas came out and Russell Means was on Entertainment Tonight, and I remember thinking, what the heck is he talking about? Because I did the singing. I was your dad, singing "Steady as the Beating Drum," and beautiful, beautiful song. And I thought that was like a hymn. It felt like I was in church when I heard that song. And I don't know if he was kind of busting Disney's chops. I know I hadn't met him at that time, and they were asking him, well, what was it like? Was it a great time? I mean, getting to tell this classic story, and here you are, the chief, you're father of Pocahontas, and he goes, well, my favorite thing was all the singing. And I'm thinking, you weasel.
Oh no! He was saying that his favorite part was your singing.
Yes. Oh yeah, he did all the singing. I really enjoyed the singing. No, they're okay. Well, okay. I gave him the single-digit salute, and what are you gonna do? It's. But then I ended up. I don't know what happened. I ended up being the speaking and singing in the sequels.
Sequels, yeah.
So that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. And I have to tell you, that was one of my favorite gigs because what happened is they sold a bagrillion of those albums.
Yeah.
And I had a duet on and it was with myself.
Yeah.
And because I was Gordon Tutusis and Russell Means. And
Do they pay you as two people?
Ka-ching. I mean, that was my favorite soundtrack ever. Thank you, Disney.
Did you guys ever record together? Did you two ever record together or no, separately?
No, I did one recording session with Russell. I think he wanted to get that feeling.
Sure. Anybody would.
But people always ask me, so what was it like working with Mel Gibson? And I'm like, did a whole entire romance movie with the man and I've never met him. So
yeah.
I don't,
I was going to ask you that. Yeah. Wow.
And I have to explain, about how we work, alone in the studio.
Yeah.
And I got to at Buena Vista, I was coming out of my session and Linda Hunt was coming in. And,
Grandmother Tree,
yes,
as my kids go.
Willow.
Grandma Tree, or whatever. That's amazing. Yeah. And then as far as everybody thinks Mel Gibson is a great singer because Jess Harnell sang.
Yeah.
He was the one who sang for Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
A lot of us are stunt singers.
But you did your own singing, correct?
No, Judy Kuhn. Judy Kuhn,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think was on board. She was on board to do the singing voice. She had just Chess and Sunset Boulevard, just really bursting out right at that time. So I think that she was perfect. My traditional singing I think might have fought a little bit with with
In what way?
the Broadway, because I don't have that Broadway belt, so I don't. That's not. It's much more indigenous and or soft. It's like poetic and soft. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Did you have to sing for them to make that decision?
I did sing, but I think, as I mentioned, I think that they had hired Judy already. So yeah.
So they were just like, we don't even need to hear it.
Yeah.
We got her. You're good. Take a breather.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
That
Did a
Colors
great
of
job.
the Wind. I mean, it's a powerhouse of a song that,
That's
still
just
to
like
this day, people.
an iconic Disney song, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon, going moon. Now I'll have that in my head.
I know.
Which is that's what their job is, right?
Yeah.
Sandwiches. Yeah, I remember they were writing the words to that, and I don't want to repeat myself, but I was there when they were finishing up the lyrics, and they didn't have savages, and they were sandwiches. That's a goodie rhyme. What rhymes with sandwich? And they're coming. I'll have ham on rye, and they were just putting in lyrics just as placeholders until they came up with the lyrics. And I was thinking, so this is how you win Academy Awards? Really? Are you sure? Wow. Sandwiches. Send in Phyllis Newman. What? Yeah.
I might have preferred those lyrics.
Yeah.
I do have to say that it was disconcerting to me that there was the possibility of a lot of children in the world running around singing savages. It was very disconcerting.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, they tried to put it in context.
I know.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on like the censorship of old things like that? Me personally,
no,
I think it should be left as is. But I think
Because
Disney
it
does it on
shows-
Disney Plus, and they put like a little warning, a little
Right.
disclaimer, like this is not.
Well, it got the MPAA rating for racism.
Yeah.
In the same year that Gone with the Wind got it.
Really?
Yeah. So it was a tightrope that I've been walking for all these years, and like again, the subject matter is about racism.
Right.
It's it's about you think the only people are people who look like and think like you.
Yeah.
So it really is, that's what it's about. But I think overall, it introduced to the world the concepts of the indigenous life, and I think it still resonates so much, especially when I see mothers or women who grew up with it, who generally they're in their 30s now because this was 31 years ago, and just how much it meant to them in a spiritual way. Like it meant something to them about her freedom, her the strength of stopping a war from happening, that a child could do this, and I think also, as far as the historical inaccuracies go, it created a whole bunch of teachers who went out there and said, this is what the real story is. So I believe any form of communication is good. I just think it is a little space and time that we can't go back and change what we've done, and we shouldn't, because we need to learn from our history, not erase it.
I completely agree.
And not repeat it.
Completely agree.
Because now you know what not to do.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And if you just
That
act like
helps.
it never happened, then we're doomed to repeat it again.
Yeah.
That's right. I agree.
Yeah, well said. Well said. I totally believe that as well. Should we do a little voice swap now?
Oh, do we dare? Okay, sure.
So you're familiar with this, right? You were alluding to it in the beginning that you were getting ready for what's coming.
Okay. Boy, I better look and see what I've got here. Boy, howdy. She's got important call.
Do you have some too?
Oh no, these are where I put my little. They're in the phone. You have some choices.
You have some lines?
Yeah, to choose from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, how about you get us started then?
Wow.
Okay, so there. But who would you be doing? Because it really would make a difference if you were, because although like.
Well, I'll do the most inappropriate voice. I think that'd be the way to go.
And it's hard because I actually was like, okay, let's find some funny quotes. And, we have to actually go and research ourselves, right? A lot of people just think that, you've got this, just right there. Mm-hmm. And I do have my few things that just like people asking me, what's your favorite scene in the movie? And me saying, when she stops a war from happening. And and having to do that on stage and right at this time in history has been really interesting. So yeah, it's anyway. So
okay.
You know your path, child. Now follow it. That's actually Grandmother Willow.
Oh. Okay. Well, that. I could. That sounds like Tigger. So I'll do this line, okay. and then I'll give you one. Okay. You know your path, child. Now bounce it. How was that?
I love it.
I know it sounded just like her. Let's see.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Who we don't do enough voice swaps with is Ray.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Ray from Princess and the Frog. Okay, now he was a Cajun firefly. Mm-hmm. And I'll let dealer's choice with your response, but one of my favorite lines is, you know the women love a man with a big back porch. Yes, and yes, he is talking about his bum.
That's so great.
The women love a man with a big back porch. How about you? Let's hear it.
So I say the women love a man.
You have to say it.
Yeah, you just pick one of your character voices.
Because I did kind of a Wicked Witch of the West / Joan Rivers.
He wants to do Pocahontas.
Pocahontas,
which is redundant.
You can do it. You can do a couple.
Yeah, absolutely.
So say it again.
The women love a man with a big back porch.
So women love a man with a big black porch.
Big black porch. Okay, I said back, but
I thought you said back.
I feel like black is even better.
I kind of like that.
You gotta start saying that, Joe.
Yeah, that's okay. Good night, everybody. Stay tuned.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Women love a man with a big black porch.
Oh, who's that? Which character is that?
I don't know who that was, but she sounds. Does she do books on tape?
She does.
I hope not.
That was a little bit of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes, it was. Okay. Okay. Well, you give me a line and I'll figure out who to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. We are all connected to each other in a circle in a hoop that never ends.
Okay. Who should?
Cat dog.
Cat dog? Cat. Okay. We are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. And how the heck did these two take a poop? Speaking of hoops. Anyway, it rhymes. So I have no idea. Don't ask. Don't look. No. Oh, God.
It never ends.
What, the poop? Oh, never mind. Oh, gosh. That's terrible. So, thank you so much for being here, my dear. Thank you.
So glad to be here.
Thank you.
It's
Did we get to everything that you wanted to, Jim?
I hope so. I was going to say, do you have anything you want to announce that you want to do that's coming up, that's on the horizon?
Oh, that's on
any
the horizon.
Projects or where people can find you, anything like that?
Stuff. Well, a film I did called Baby Love just won Best Picture at the Santa Monica Film Festival.
Wow, congratulations.
That'll be coming out soon.
Baby Love.
I have quite a few in the can now, and then things with my production company as well. So.
Right on. What?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Iron Woman
what was
Productions, yes.
Yes.
What kind? What?
Iron Woman Productions. I was looking for a name, and I thought, Tiny but Mighty. I'm looking for all these names for my production. I had one in Alaska, and then we lost our film tax incentives, so I had to reincorporate here, and trying to figure out a name. And my Cree name is Iron Woman, and that was of course, that was the last one. But after 45 minutes of thinking of different names and looking up to see whether it was available, and we're like, well, I mean, there's no way Iron Woman is going to be available. Marvel would have thought of this, right? And it was.
That's the first thing I thought of. Yeah.
So it's Iron Woman Productions.
Wow.
We have a few productions coming up. We have a 6-part series. Christmas Killers is the first.
Christmas Killers?
Death is a Living.
Nice.
When's
that coming up? Christmas?
Hopefully Christmas. Yeah. And then I have a few in the works. So yeah.
Right on. We'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for watching another episode of Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. We really appreciate you watching. And I have a little bone to pick with some of you. I'm looking at the YouTube analytics, and a lot of you watching are subscribed, and that's not good for yourself, because YouTube is a weird website. You can watch something on YouTube and then it's never recommended to you again. So make sure that doesn't happen if you like this content and if you liked it so much that you want to see more good news. You can find Toon'd In with Jim Cummings on Patreon. We have bonus interviews, we have contests, giveaways, a whole bunch of extra stuff that you don't see anywhere else. So be sure to check that out. And with all that said and done, actually, almost forgot.
But wait, there's more.
We are doing the podcast live this year with Fan Expo.
True.
That's right.
Be there.
Yes, we get on the stage, do the same thing that we're doing right here, but you get to watch in the audience, and then we have some questions and answers at the end. The next show that we are doing is going to be in Calgary at Calgary Fan Expo, April 23rd to the 26th, followed by Philadelphia, May 29th to the 31st, Chicago Fan Expo, August 14th to the 16th, Toronto, I believe that one's called... it's called something else, but it's with Fan Expo. It's called WonderCon.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
WonderCon. I'm doing such a bad job advertising. But in Toronto, August 27th to the 30th. Dallas, September 11th to the 13th, and San Francisco, November 27th to the 29th, with more dates to be announced. So be sure to check that out. It's a good time. I like doing it live.
Yeah, me too.
It's really fun.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, the last time
beautiful
we had
thing.
like 2,000 people in the room last time. Every time it gets bigger and bigger. It's been a great time.
The energy's great.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good to get that feedback.
And it's great to work with Fan Expo. I mean, they're great. They're so
people.
hospitable. It's always a great time. Great
Easy
energy.
to spell.
Easy to spell. So be sure to check that out. And with all that said and done, once again, I'm producer Chris, the legend, Mr. Jim Cummings, Irene Bedard. Thank you so much for being here today. And we will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much. That was great.